Hello, good afternoon, and happy Monday. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Welcome to day 10 of 21 business days of skilling you softly as I am taking a deeper dive into soft skills each day. And as I briefly discuss the importance of personal as well as professional growth. So I am Sarita Price. I am the coach who is skilling you softly to live and lead with confidence and boldness in the marketplace. So, as a recap, um, what are soft skills? And let me just say this before I get started. Hope everyone had a great weekend. This has been we had Super Bowl Sunday yesterday. We have Valentine's today. The weather is beautiful outside, so I can't wait to get outside after I get off this live. But hope everybody's having a wonderful Monday morning. Um, and so we're going to continue on this journey. So just as a recap, I just had to say that as a recap, what are soft skills? Soft skills are those desirable qualities or transferable skills that they really don't depend on acquired knowledge. So whatever profession you're in, especially as a leader, it's good to have soft skills. It's really a requirement. So we are taking day 10. We are taking another deep dive into a soft skill today. And we're going to continue on with this is part 4 of emotional intelligence that we're going to take a look at today. And, briefly, emotional intelligence, of course, is a capacity of one to really control and express one's emotions. You learn how to handle your interpersonal relationships wisely and empathetically. And, I want to share this with you. As I was listening to a message yesterday, I know there has to be a balance. And let me just say this. So when I talk about, soft skills, especially this one, emotional intelligence, I'm not saying that you should lead with your emotions. Um, Feelings are not facts, right? So you have to lead. Facts are more stable. You have to have that. That's part of the technical skills. I'm not saying that you lead with your emotions. You can't lead, but as far as being a leader, if you recall from day one, I said everybody is a leader in some capacity. As far as being a leader, you need to be in touch with your emotions. As I just explained the definitions of what emotional intelligence is, it's just being aware and knowing how to control your emotions and how to handle relationships in the workplace as well in your personal life and really every area of your life, because you have to first remember you're a human being first, before you are anything else. Because sometimes I think we forget that there is a fine line when you in a professional state. You, like I said earlier, you can't lead with your emotions, but you do need to be aware of emotions, to be emotional intelligent. So that is the purpose of this. So the soft skill that we're gonna the component of emotional intelligence we're going to look at today is empathy. But just as a recap, there are 5 components. In some cases, just depending on what articles you review. I actually have the book by Daniel Goleman about on emotional intelligence, and these are the components that that came up with the original book. But self-awareness, we talked about that. We talked about self-regulation. We talked about being motivated on Friday, and today we're actually going to talk about empathy, having empathy. So empathy is the ability to relate to others. understanding others, you having the capacity to handle difficult situations. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was on go back and look, I think it was day 2, I talked about conflict management. And that was one of the components. So you seeing now how all of these soft skills are really just connecting with each other. So being able to be empathetic, having empathy to handle this difficult situation, but handle them with ease. I've given you examples of, even in my coaching, as well as in the workplace, and it just in general. I'm not a certified licensed counselor, but I do have some women, especially that are in the marketplace, that they come to me to talk, or they schedule consultations. But to be able to, some of the things that they are, explain to me, I'm trained to handle them. And especially from an HR profession, like I stated earlier, sometimes your employees, as a supervisor, as a leader, they may feel more comfortable coming to you first, which is a good thing, before they even approach human resources. But having that empathetic ear, being able to handle, because I've had some situations where employees or my clients would drop some, what they call some heavy, I mean, very difficult, hard things that they are dealing with. So I have to be empathetic. Um, I recall, and I'll be careful when I say this, but no, I'm just going to say it. I recall 9/11. I never will forget this. This will forever stay etched in my mind. At the particular time, I was working for a company, and I was the GM's general manager's executive assistant. And when 9/11 happened, I walked in, and the TV was on in the executive conference room, and everybody was holding around the TV. And I was like, what's going on? And as I walked in, I'm seeing recaps of pictures of the plane that flew into one of the Twin Towers. And I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? And I just had to sit down, because I was like, wow. And, there were some employees there that were concerned about their loved ones, because they had loved ones or friends that worked in some of the towers. I even had one of the employees there. She was just in distress because her niece worked in one of those twin towers. So she was trying to get in contact with her. So it was a day of chaos. But one thing I never will forget, and I just didn't know at the time, I didn't know much about emotional intelligence nor soft skills. When the supervisor walked in and basically stated, you guys need to get back to work because there's nothing we can do. And the look on everyone's face, like, we are being under attack. And you tell us to get back to work, and we're worried about loved ones. There was no empathy there. And truth be told, I don't think their career quite went uphill after that, because it was definitely obvious that that particular leader did not have any form of emotional intelligence, because no one could work for the rest of the day, basically. And I must be honest, I felt some type of way that day, that you can be so heartless and have no empathy of what's going on. So as a leader, you don't want to ever be in that situation, to not care about what's happening with your employees. Now it's just like that was the beginning of an era, a beginning of the era of the time that we're living in now, because things have changed since 9/11. And as leaders, I mean, even with the pandemic, we've had the pandemic, we've had wars, we've had, all of these things are going on. And now more than ever, if you are not building or trying to improve your emotional intelligence uh, skills or your soft skills and period, you're not going to go very far as a leader. Because I'm bold in saying this, employees are tired, and I've said this again, employees are tired of giving their, you spend more time at work than you do in your own family, and life is too short. So having this ability to relate to others, many times leaders, like I said, maybe you are single. I don't know your situation, but many leaders they're married, they have children or what have you, and they have responsibilities, they have loved ones. So we have to make sure we are very aware. I talked about self-awareness was the first day of emotional intelligence, the first component, being aware and knowing how to relate to others and having the capacity to handle situations. Well, you say, well, I don't know. Well, if you don't know, if you are a small business owner, well, let me just start with a large corporation. If you don't know, that's what your HR department is for. They are equipped and trained to handle, especially if it's dealing with employee relations. Some organizations or HR departments are structured different. And I will say this for small business owners, if you're not equipped to handle these situations because you have employees, you need to be empathetic as well. It's the same way. And, for the most part, most small business owners, they're very kind of family oriented or um, care for their employees, because most time emotional intelligence is really not one of those soft skills that they lack in. But if you do, you may want to think about, I don't know, just depending on what level you are in your business, hire an HR consultant, hire a coach to come in and not only, from all capacities, because you're going to need that, especially, many times small business do acquire an attorney, but attorney, not saying that attorney can't have it. They know how to deal with the law when it comes to HR practice and laws, but you need somebody there that can help you with your employee relations, your training, your development, things of that nature, to be able to, handle those difficult situations and handle them with ease. So, having that is very important. This component of emotional intelligence. Okay, so this actually ends our 21 business days of skilling you softly, as we talked about emotional intelligence and the component of empathy. Let's keep in touch. As always, you can catch me all things Sarita, Linktree from Sarita's Pen. I have all my social media platforms, as well as, guys, I actually have a YouTube channel. I'm on Facebook. I have a LinkedIn page, personal LinkedIn page, Instagram, Twitter as well. So you can reach out to me for any consultation or coaching needs or development needs for your personal one-on-one or for your employees. This is what I do. This is what I love. Beginning after this month, I will be conducting webinars on a monthly basis. Some of them will be in different areas. More than likely, it would be some component of dealing with some type of soft skill. So keep in touch with me. And remember this, if you don't remember anything else, soft skills get you through hard times. Have an awesome Monday, remaining of the day. Happy Valentine's Day again. And I will see you tomorrow on day 11 as we conclude the 5th component of emotional intelligence. Have a great day. Bye.